All right, man, peace. So now this is going to be part 2 on the Harvey Weinstein saga, which is basically just a social engineering tactic that is being utilized to, further the victimization mentality or the victimization paradigm of the modern liberal female. And they're using this sexual degenerate Harvey Weinstein as a scapegoat. But now let's see what else they have to say.
Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein is reportedly in sex rehab this morning overseas. At least 25 women.
Now imagine that shit. Your ass got to sit in a damn circle. Everybody got to stand up. Hey, okay, why are you here? What's your name? My name's Harvey, man. Why are you here? I don't know why the fuck I'm here. I don't know. I never saw nothing wrong with pussy, but, they told me I got to come here. They're trying to fire me. I don't know. So, what do you think is wrong? Where does this all come? I don't know. Look, how long I got to be here for? Sir, you're here because you're a sex addict. Well, what would you be doing right now if you weren't here? I don't know. Probably the same thing that I did before I came here. Would you, let one off in the bathroom? I don't know. I just like to bust a nut. Can we get this shit going?
5 women have publicly described inappropriate conduct by the disgraced studio boss. In an investigation published yesterday, The New Yorker claims 3 women accused Weinstein of sexual assault. And Gwyneth Paltrow and Angelina Jolie told The New York Times that Weinstein sexually harassed them. Jerika Duncan spoke with The New Yorker report.
Look, man, it's difficult to sexually harass Angelina Jolie. Like Angelina Jolie is, I think she had sex with Will Chamberlain. I mean, shit.
Reporter who uncovered an audio tape of Weinstein admitting forceful touching. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning. The Weinstein Company is promising a full investigation. Multiple sources, past and present employees, told The New Yorker they witnessed touching and groping by Harvey Weinstein. And one of his alleged victims told us when she was 23, she suddenly found herself alone inside his New York City apartment.
I wonder how the fuck that happened. What was she expecting when she went there? She thought she was going to script read.
He came back out 100% fully naked.
Catherine Kendall's meeting with Harvey Weinstein 2 decades ago.
Harvey came out the bedroom with just one tube sock on.
Is still fresh in her mind.
Just give me a massage. Just let me kiss you. Well, if you won't give me a massage, then will you at least pick up your shirt and let me see your breasts? And I'm like, no.
Why not? The man was thirsty. He wants some milk. I mean, shit. He needed a little calcium in his diet.
I'm leaving.
Ronan Farrow conducted a 10-month-long investigation for The New Yorker.
There are 13 women in this story. 3 of them are alleging rape.
One of those women, Ambra Badalana Gutierrez, says in 2015...
Another failed actress, crying rape so that she can, most likely get some type of role in Hollywood, so that she could find a younger man, a younger mogul that she can give the ass to, allegedly.
Weinstein groped her and tried to put his hand up her skirt. She went to the inn.
He thought he left his keys up there, probably. I don't know. I'm just trying to help Harvey out right now, man. It's looking bad for Harvey. I can't explain why the man put his hand up her skirt. I'm guessing he think he left his house keys up there. I don't know.
PD, who asked her to wear a wire. The next day, Gutierrez recorded the conversation as Weinstein tried to get her into his hotel room. The audio was obtained by The New Yorker.
Why did you touch my breast? Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Oh, man, come on, Harvey. You got to think a little better than that. You got to say, look, I thought there was a dragonfly on your left titty. I was trying to help you out. This man talking about I'm used to that.
You're used to that? Yes, come in. No, but I'm not used to that. I won't do it again.
Well, you better be used to it if you're trying to get into Hollywood. Look, in all seriousness, and I mentioned this before. I think it was when I was speaking in regards to Donald Trump and his talking about grabbing a woman by the pussy. When you're dealing in these realms like this, these guys don't ask, man. They don't ask. They just do it. That's it. And their attitude is, look, bitch, you got to get down with the team or you got to keep it moving. All right? That's their attitude. They don't look at people as human beings. They just look at them as just cattle. That's it. There's no respect, no nothing going on in Hollywood, for the males or the females. So, this is an unfortunate situation, but a lot of these people, they want to be used. A lot of them are just frustrated because they were not able to meet the right person to help them become a star. Yeah, Harvey talking about I won't do it again. Come on, sit here. Probably talking about on his damn lap.
Weinstein was questioned by the NYPD, but the Manhattan District Attorney declined to prosecute him. The Weinstein Company says... Of
course he didn't. I mean, come on. The man got the complexion for the connection. I mean, his last name is Jewish. They know they really hadn't. They know they really wasn't going to do nothing. And you know what? Harvey might have paid him off. Who the hell knows? Allegedly.
As it is shocked and dismayed by the allegations of extreme sexual misconduct and sex assault, which came as an utter surprise to the board. Farrow told me it appears there is a reason it took 20 years for this story to unfold.
Because 20 years ago, everybody was doing it. Nobody gave two shits. All Harvey was like the crazy guy in the frat. He was a little crazier than everybody else. He was a little wilder than everybody else. He got to Hollywood. He's one of them guys who, back when he was 22, 23 years old, he was chilling with his brother like, yeah, man, we're gonna get this production company going, and as soon as we get it going, I'm gonna be popping all these broads. You got certain people like that. They're not even thinking about getting into their field or their industry so that they can excel at what they want to do. They just already thinking about the broads already. He's one of those guys. Just totally went ham with it. And beyond that, I'm sure that he has a lot of other sexual proclivities that they're not going to touch on. As I've already stated, in Hollywood, the real story is not what they're doing to the women, it's what they're doing to the young men, right? Particularly the boys.
It's a culture of fear, but also a broad array of legal instruments, settlements that were used, a machine designed to keep these claims quiet.
To keep Harvey Weinstein safe, to keep him employed.
Described in detail in this story is a legal and public relations team that had that very goal. Yes.
Of course. They wasn't protecting no 60-year-old Jewish man, so that to lower his prison time. It's not like when they're dealing with a so-called black man. They say, look, Raheem, we're going to try to cut your prison time down to 10 years. With a guy like a Harvey Weinstein, is really about not trying to make sure he does not even have to show up to court. Trying to make sure that there is no court case. All right. Once again, this society is not for us. It's not for our people. That's why it operates under different laws for different types of people. It just is what it is.
Yes.
Weinstein's wife, Georgina Chapman, told People magazine yesterday their 10-year...
And she knew about all this shit the whole time. All right. All this does now is give her an avenue, for when she goes to court, that, it's common knowledge what he's been doing so that she can get a proper settlement. If she tried to divorce him outright, she would not have been able to validate the reasoning behind it. And, he would have raked her over the coals. I'm sure that he has some dirt on her. But now that his dirt has been put out for everybody to see, she can leave and know that he better stay in his place. Because she probably has some other dirt on him that she can reveal.
10-year-long marriage is over. They have 2 children. Former President and Mrs. Obama said in part yesterday they were disgusted by recent reports.
Oh, please. These are 2 of the biggest freaks. This is why they're so welcome in Hollywood. All right? There's a reason why they killed Joan Rivers after she revealed that Michelle, might have something swinging between her legs bigger than Barack's, allegedly. Okay? There's a reason why they knocked off Joan Rivers. But it is what it is.
Reports about Harvey Weinstein. Hillary Clinton said she was shocked and appalled.
Yeah, she's shocked and appalled because, she thought she was the only one that was out in liberal circles just taking pussy. She didn't know Harvey was doing it. She's like, God damn, Harvey. Got me jealous out here. Hillary Clinton is a renowned and a very well-known sexual predator of young females all throughout the liberal circuit. When I say liberal circuit, I mean like Hollywood and a lot of young women who are trying to get advancements in politics. Hillary Clinton basically tell them, look, if you want to get that position, you better get in position. Meaning them legs better spread. And, let me get my handkerchief and tuck it down my collar because I'm about to eat.
Weinstein hosted numerous Hollywood fundraisers over many election cycles for President Obama and then Democratic nominee Clinton.
Of course, and they know about every little thing that he was doing. All right? Basically, in those circles, it is, hey, if you get caught, like Young Jeezy said, if you get caught, don't mention my name. If you get jammed up, don't mention my name. That's how it is with them. You're the only one going down. You're not taking us down with you. If you get jammed up, don't mention my name.
One fundraiser at Weinstein's home in 2013 brought in over $2 million.
Jerika, thank you. It's just disgusting, disturbing, all of it, to read it in full detail.
Yeah, to hear the tape, too, is very chilling when you hear it, because his...
Oh, please, Gail. You heard the tape. Lord knows what you probably was doing. With your lonely ass. You was at home with a glass of wine. Your other hand probably started to wander down to that cobweb-covered coochie that you got. You just fall back, Gail. Ain't nobody trying to hear your shit right now.
His voice is so recognizable on that tape, and I'm sure more questions to come out of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more to come. All right, so now let's see what else they got to say about old Harvey.
Harvey Weinstein could face criminal charges over alleged sexual assaults. Investigators in New York and London are reviewing complaints related.
You see that mask that they have behind Harvey there? Let me rewind it back a little bit.
Related to the disgrace. Weinstein could face criminal charges over alleged sexual assaults. Investigators in New York and...
You see that mask that they have over, right over there to the left of Harvey? That mask is Alexander the Greek, who oftentimes would take on the, he would take on the pseudonym, or he would take on the characteristic of Bacchus.
And London are reviewing...
Alexander the Greek would often depict himself with the goat horns.
Are reviewing complaints related to the disgraced movie mogul. The list of his public accusers is growing. At least 35 women have now described inappropriate
Look at all these bitches, man. Get the hell out of here. Look at some of these bras. Mira Sorvino, I see her. Kate Beckinsale. Come on, man. You know what these bras are? These bras are all embarrassed that they gave up the ass to Harvey Weinstein. A lot of them are just embarrassed. Am I saying that he wasn't doing no off-putting stuff? Yeah, he was. But you know what? They should have reported his ass. They should have reported him a long damn time ago if they were so incensed.
Conduct by Weinstein. 2 more women came forward yesterday.
There's no more excuses. All these pro-women groups out here, they could have taking this thing to court, and if they really were trying to make a point. They were more worried about their money, and they were more worried about their future in Hollywood than any form of justice. Now, of course, now that the tide is shifting and changing and turning towards castigating him, now they want to jump on board, as usual.
Yesterday with allegations of sexual assault. Now former actress Tommy Ann Roberts is sharing her story.
Yeah, former actress. Former with a capital former. Her ass is just trying to get the last little bit more TV time.
Story of Weinstein's alleged coercion. Jerika Duncan shows us how the incident changed this woman's life. Good morning, Jerika.
Good morning. Women from around the globe have recalled traumatizing encounters with Harvey Weinstein. The film producer...
Harvey just taking it international. That man be playing Ludacris, got holes in different area codes right before he about to hit it.
Producer has unequivocally denied any allegations of non-consensual sex. One of his accusers recalls a life-altering experience that happened when she was just 20 years old.
Look at Harvey. It was like, yo, Harvey, have you met Luann? Luann, oh yeah. I just hit that last night. Luann got some good pussy. They say, Luann just said you raped her. What? Get the fuck out of here.
He was in a bathtub. He tried to coerce me to take my top off.
Tommy Ann Roberts.
Okay, you was in a bathtub. You get naked in the bathtub.
Roberts says she quit acting after being sexually harassed by Harvey Weinstein in 1984.
Damn, these brothers be going back 30 plus years. Harvey been getting draws for 30 plus years in Hollywood. God damn. I told you. Harvey Weinstein, one of them guys, he was chilling with his brother. He's like, his brother was like, yeah, man, we're going to lay this company out. We're going to make all our movies. Harvey was like, oh, man, we're going to get a lot of pussy. He was saying that shit back in 72.
phone number do you dial at the Weinstein Company to say this happened to me? And who on the other end would believe me?
Erica Rosenbaum told the CBC nearly 15 years ago Weinstein grabbed her by the neck while he pleasured himself after he talked me into the bathroom at a Toronto hotel.
He talked you into the bathroom. How did he do that? What did he say? He needed, he needed you to help him with his kidney dialysis machine. Like what? Did he ask you to, help stick him in the toe because he got diabetes? Like what? How did he talk you into the bathroom? Get the fuck out of here.
I was afraid of him. Kate Beckinsale said
and this broad, this is one of the biggest damn holes in Hollywood, allegedly. Let me see what she got to say.
When she was 17, he opened the door in his bathrobe. A few years later, he asked me if he had tried anything with me. I realized he couldn't remember if he had assaulted me or not.
Now, you see what she did there? According to her, she said he asked her if he had tried anything with her. And then she said she realized he couldn't remember if he had assaulted me or not. No, he's asking you because he ain't know if he hit it or not. All right, that's why he asked you, because he said, damn, if I haven't hit that yet, I'm trying to hit that right now. That's why he asking you. He's going to put you in another werewolf movie.
Or not.
It's the entitlement of too many men.
Oh, boy. Here we go. This broad, right after Marilyn Monroe, this is like the oldest hoe in Hollywood. Now, all of a sudden, she want to talk about too many men. This broad, for those of you who don't know, she was doing movies, freaky movies back in the 60s, freaky Hollywood movies, Hollyweird movies. She also was the one, not to digress, she convinced Muhammad Ali's second wife, Belinda, that she was going to help her get roles in Hollyweird. Belinda, or Khalila Ali, Ali's second wife, was interested in photography. Jane Fonda helped get her cast in one of her films as a photographer in the film. And then, of course, the acting jobs dried up because Belinda had no experience in acting, and there were not any roles for black females at the time unless you were going to be like Pam Grier and have sex with a bunch of white executives so that you would be able to show your breasts on camera, which is all Pam Grier did in the 70s. So Jane Fonda, she fed Belinda Ali a lot of that okie doke.
And it is epidemic. And when they're famous and powerful like Harvey, then it gets talked about.
Jane Fonda says she regrets not speaking up sooner after Rosanna Arquette revealed to her an inappropriate encounter with Weinstein. In a 2014 interview, Howard Stern asked Weinstein about using his power to get close to actresses.
Did you ever get to experience the mogul aspect? You never got any of that?
Now, why did Howard ask that? Unless he knows that that's just a part of the Hollywood experience. They're sacrificing this person, Harvey Weinstein, like I've stated, for social engineering purpose to push the liberal female victimization characterization forward. Okay? That's all this is about. He's not doing anything different from anybody else in Hollywood. That's why Howard asked him that. Did you ever get to experience the mogul aspect? What does that mean? That means they all do it.
Howard, as you know only too well, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't really?
No, I'll tell you who it works that way for. It works that way for the actors.
Don't tell me it doesn't work
Howard,
that way.
I wish the movies are too expensive, the risks are too great.
Bullshit. All right. You let out a Freudian slip there. You said, I wish. No, that means that you do. How the fuck you gonna wish? You got more power than anybody else. You don't wish. You just make it happen. So cut the bullshit out, Harvey. You popping bottles and popping broads.
Right.
Weinstein is losing another source of income. He had what is called an imprint at Hachette Book Group, which announced yesterday they are shutting down Weinstein books. So, a lot of people...
Who the fuck gonna read any of Harvey Weinstein's books? Unless he's coming out with a Kama Sutra.
Pulling out. They want to distance themselves from the Weinstein Company, and many more women feeling like this is the time to come forward, whether they've been dealing with this for years. They're speaking out now.
Yeah, of course, because they need some attention. What else they gonna talk about? A bunch of failed actresses. They sitting at home, 50 years old, 55 years old. They got no man because they spent all their 20s trying to hole around Hollywood. They sitting at home, reading a book, with some thick ass glasses on. They heard about Harvey Weinstein. They said, "Oh, let me call CBS and get a couple dollars and some camera time."
Great reporting, Jerika. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to see a furtherance of the social engineering experiment with Harvey Weinstein as the crux as they move into the social media avenue of it with this hashtag #MeToo sponsored by Alyssa Milano. The chick who played a witch on TV for about 7-8 years. Also was on a show called Who's the Boss with Tony Danza, a guy who was around a boy actor named Danny Pintaro, who grew up to state that he's a homosexual. I wonder if Tony Danza was anywhere involved with that boy. Tony Danza also was in a film called Angels in the Outfield, as well as Christopher Lloyd, where there was which was a Disney film, and where there was a very, very strong pedophilia undertone. But anyway, let's see what they have to say.
And actress Alyssa Milano launched the Twitter hashtag #MeToo to raise awareness about sexual assault and harassment in the wake of allegations against Harvey Weinstein.
Now, what does that really mean? Me Too. On the exterior, on the conscious level, of course, they're saying that I was sexually harassed as well. But on the subconscious level, that phrase really, to me, more resonates on the liberal female's incessant need to get involved with things that really that really don't concern her. But it involves trying to garner attention for herself. Me too. Right? You ever be around somebody, whatever you say, they claim to have done it too? I remember at a job that I used to work at, we used to always make fun of this dude. Everything you say, this motherfucker did it too. Everything. You could have said, man, I just went to Mars. Oh, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, whatever.
Weinstein. Milano tweeted yesterday, if you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write "Me Too" as a reply to this tweet.
And look, let me say this. I'm not trying to minimize females who have been sexually assaulted. But let's be very, very clear. Whenever you make allegations like that, they have to be strongly scrutinized, because many of these females are suffering from a series of psychological disorders, and they will do anything for attention. Anything. All right? But I do know females who have been sexually assaulted, so by no means is it to poo-poo that issue. That is a very serious issue. One of the reasons why a lot of females are getting sexually assaulted is because this society, once again, is trying to obfuscate the difference between the men and the women, and these females are willy-nilly subjecting themselves to being around strange men on the presumption that I'm equal to a man, and next thing you know, they turn around, they turn back, and this guy is turning into a monster. Okay? But, let's continue on.
She received thousands of responses, including Me Too's from actresses ranging from Deborah Messing to Anna Paquin.
Now, Anna Paquin is pansexual, so who knows? Maybe, her being the victim, quote unquote, of some type of sexual assault or sexual abuse as a child is one of the reasons why she's a pansexual now. She is a child actor. She started out, I believe she won an Oscar, at 10 or 12 years old. Wasn't she like the youngest person to ever win an Oscar, if I remember correctly? A lot of the child actors are the victims of abuse. So who knows? Allegedly.
French President Emmanuel Macron says he is taking steps to strip Harvey Weinstein of his prestigious Legion of Honor medal. This follows Weinstein's expulsion this weekend from Hollywood's Motion Picture Academy.
Well, that's not a surprise. Emmanuel Macron, he is strongly connected to the socialist movements, socialist/communist agenda. He's closely affiliated with Barack Obama. I'm sure that he's a pansexual himself. If people remember, him and his wife feted Rihanna. They brought Rihanna into their chambers. I'm sure that, some things went down, allegedly. I have little doubt about that. But, it's time for everybody to turn on Harvey, because it's time to promote the female as a goddess figure in this society in these last days.
The group that hands out the Oscars, more than 40 women have now accused the disgraced movie mogul of sexual misconduct.
Harvey only 40? Shit. Multiply by 100.
This weekend, 4 more came forward. One of them is British soap opera star Lizette Anthony. She says Weinstein stalked and raped her.
Really? Damn. One person said like that Harvey, just jacked off in front of her. Now this bro saying that the man raped her.
Yana Rodriguez spoke to other women who say she was victimized early in Weinstein's career. Bianca, good morning.
Good morning. The fallout continues. That woman told us the alleged harassment happened when she was a 24-year-old intern, and Weinstein was still largely unknown in Hollywood. With accusations piling up, even Weinstein's own brother just...
Well, shit, Harvey was trying to get started early. I told y'all brothers, man. You can look at Harvey. See, he one of them guys. He was totally focused on how much coochie he was going to get once they got in Hollywood.
describes him as, quote, sick and depraved.
When I got in and he closed the door, I noticed he had like a hand towel around his waist, which is all he had on.
Paula Vahoviak says a 1980 meeting in Harvey Weinstein's hotel room left her shaken after he dropped his towel and asked her for a massage.
Yeah, he wasn't fucking around. No, that's why he only had a hand towel on. Harvey said, why need all that big shit on? No, you about to get 4 inches of thunder.
He said, so, was it the highlight of your internship to see me naked? And I said, no, Harvey, you disgust me.
Yeah, you look real serious saying that shit. This broad is smiling just thinking about it. Talking about it happened back in 1980. You still thinking about some shit from damn near 40 years ago? Get over that shit, man. I bet you she hadn't seen a dick since then. Let me rewind it back.
Left her shaken after he dropped his towel and asked her for a massage.
He said, so, was it the highlight of your internship to see me naked? And I said, no, Harvey, you disgust me.
She was like, no, you disgust me. Now, let me get on my knees.
Lizette Anthony, star of the British drama Hollyoaks.
I'm the other ex-wife. The original, actually.
Says Weinstein once showed up unannounced at her front door and pushed his way in.
Yeah, he didn't have no time to play. He had to get to a meeting. He just wanted some coochie before that.
The truth is that Harvey Weinstein raped me in my own home, and...
Yeah, is that really what happened? Come on now.
Anthony told the Sunday Times of London. Police in London say they're now investigating 5 allegations of sexual assault involving 3 different victims. Weinstein, through a spokeswoman, unequivocally denies allegations of non-consensual sex.
You know, when you're dealing with people like a Harvey Weinstein, he don't even really know what rape is because he's so used to getting his way that, basically it's just going to be, look, you know the power that I have, give me what I want and then you can get what you want. And that's basically that. Now, of course, the woman's going to look back 30 plus years down the line and she's going to say that she was raped because she wasn't attracted to him. But she know damn well that man didn't hold her down and take that coochie. Harvey looked like he'd have a heart attack if he tried to hold somebody down. Motherfucker looked just like a damn swine.
I've never heard someone speak about a relative this way.
Hollywood Reporter editorial director Matt Bellany interviewed Weinstein's brother Bob, who co-founded Miramax and the Weinstein Company.
To call him a predator, to call him a sick man.
Everything he needed to call him to keep the company afloat until they could change names.
It was jarring at first, and then the emotion just kept coming.
I have a brother that's indefensible and crazy, Weinstein told Bellany. I want him to get the justice that he deserves. Bob Weinstein says he was shocked by the assault allegations, but he wouldn't answer questions about what the Weinstein Company's board members actually knew.
Look, he's not shocked about any of that shit. He already knows what his brother was doing. Once again, their definition of sexual assault is different. And their attitude is if, sometimes a young actress, they may have to coerce her out of her panties. Okay? That's it. I mean, let's be for real. All those women could accuse him of rape because I'm sure that none of them found him attractive. If that's the definition of rape. You do have a lot of people out here who deal with that sexual degeneracy where they want to try to make a woman watch them pleasure themselves for whatever reason. Even like I said, even though I make light of it, there's no doubt that Harvey Weinstein certainly has some psychological issues, which I'm sure that Bob also has. They probably both got the same problem.
If it comes out that the board knew about this behavior and authorized settlements, that is a deal killer for anyone who's going to support this company, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they're going to change the name.
And that is the big question. This weekend, a fifth board member reportedly has stepped down, leaving the Weinstein Company with just 3. Deals with Lin-Manuel Miranda, Disney, and Amazon are at risk or have already been put on hold. Bob Weinstein says he expects his company to survive, but get this, under a different name. And he says he's been estranged from his brother now for 5 years. They've only spoken about 10 times, and it's all been work-related. He says he, too, was victimized and abused by his brother. They had some...
What? Come on now. What did Harvey ask him for a massage? Come on.
Physical altercation.
Oh, it just keeps unfolding.
Oh, so what? So Harvey whooped his ass, so now he's a victim of abuse too? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Unfolding.
Yeah, it does.
Thanks, Bianna. 70 years.
But anyway, I'm going to finish this out because there's definitely some issues that I want to touch on in part 3. Peace.